What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But in this one, we give an update on Wink Martindale, why it's looking great for Michigan to keep him. Also, give the latest on the remaining portal targets for Michigan as the portal buzz obviously starting to fade out here. Also go over the way too early college football rankings where Michigan comes in. And also the Michigan coaching staff is busy out on the recruiting trail visiting top 2026 targets like the #1 running back in the 2026 class, including other top 100 targets, and why the coaching staff is making a big impression on him with their visits. Also talk about the elite 2027 quarterback Trae Taylor, Michigan a top school there, and former Michigan wide receiver Ronnie Bell joins the Detroit Lions. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this video by talking about Michigan defensive coordinator Wink Martindale, which we did give an update in our previous video, as there was only two teams he interviewed with, and that was the Falcons and the Colts. But now both of those teams have already found their defensive coordinators, and the third team that potentially may have been interested in Wink Martindale was thought to be the Cincinnati Bengals, but didn't really appear they were too interested in him, and they have already found their guy, it appears, as they are set to hire Notre Dame defensive coordinator Al Golden. So right now, looking like Michigan will keep Wink Martindale in Ann Arbor, which is absolutely huge. Obviously, he is the highest paid defensive coordinator in college football, and him and the players on the defensive side got things rolling late in the season against, especially against Ohio State and Alabama. So year two under Wink Martindale should be a lot of fun. And then also wanted to touch up on some transfer portal news, as we did talk about Michigan striking out with Shyaz Pete, the New Mexico State offensive tackle. He transferred to Kentucky. We mentioned other offensive line targets, especially like the former Stanford offensive lineman Trevor Mayberry, but he actually committed to Mississippi State. And the only guy we have mentioned who isn't committed to a school right now is Leif Magnuson from Arizona. So the transfer portal buzz has decreased for the Wolverines. It appears that they are set to kind of fill their remaining needs in the spring portal window unless other names come about, but that's where we stand right now. So just wanted to give a quick update there, and we are going to talk about some big recruiting news, but first we want to go over the way too early college football rankings, where Michigan stands in the 2025 way too early college football rankings. And we'll first start with On3 rankings and Fox Sports rankings. They both had Michigan at number 12, which is the highest ranking from all the media outlets. Action Network put Michigan at number 17. Bleacher Report put Michigan at number 18. ESPN put Michigan at number 21. Yahoo Sports put Michigan at number 25, which is their lowest ranking. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comment section down below where you guys think Michigan will rank in the preseason rankings, as the Wolverines obviously look to have a much better season next season and compete for a college football playoff spot. And right now they carry a ton of momentum going into next season. Offense should be much better. Their quarterback room is way better than this past season with the additions of Mikey Keene and Bryce Underwood. So very excited about that. And obviously the defense is the defense. They are going to be outstanding again next season. So absolutely cannot wait. Now before we do continue this video, I did want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, BetUS. They have all the odds you need. Basketball is in full swing. Got the NBA, college basketball, but we also got the NFL playoffs, conference championship weekend coming up, and you can bet the Super Bowl winner or the conference championship winners. Got the Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Commanders. Right now I'm feeling like the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. Right now they are plus 250 to win the Super Bowl. You can bet $40, win 100, and you can make many more bets like that with BetUS. And currently it's a great time to get started because BetUS is offering a 150% sign up bonus up to $2,000, and you also get a 125% bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000, all with promo code YouTube150. So go ahead, check them out at betus.com, and obviously please gamble responsibly. But let's go ahead and continue here, and I did want to talk about some recruiting news here. Michigan coaching staff Sharon Moore has been on the road, on the recruiting trail, visiting 2026 targets. And while the Wolverines are still looking to land a couple more commitments in the 2025 class from Zahir Mathis and also Ty Haywood, coaching staff is putting in the work right now, visiting 2026 targets. Sharon Moore and other coaches were in the state of Virginia, as according to Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider, they did go and see the 2026 four-star wide receiver Travis Johnson, the 6'3" receiver, goes to Oscar Smith High School in the state of Virginia. Also, Sharon Moore went to see the offensive tackle Carter Scruggs, 2026 four-star offensive tackle, 6'6", 270 pounds, a top offensive line target for the Wolverines in the 2026 class. But also, all of Sharon Moore, Chip Lindsey, Tony Alford, and general manager Sean McGee did go and see the #1 running back in the country, Savion Hyder, who is a huge target for the Wolverines, as obviously Michigan going after both him and also other top target and top running back recruit in the 2026 class, Javion Osborne. But Savion Hyder is a 5-star in 24/7 Sports composite rankings, ranked as the #1 running back in the 2026 class. So Michigan is recruiting him very hard. But also, Sharon Moore went to go see the 2026 4-star running back Amari Latimer from the state of Georgia, which according to E.G. Holland of the Wolverine, Michigan could be the front runner in that recruitment, and he is set to make a decision soon, while Javion Osborne and Savion Hyder were planning to stick to a summer timeline. So obviously Michigan, was going after both Hyder and Osborne, but depending on what Latimer does, Michigan may only get one of Osborne and Hyder. We just have to wait and see, and also wait and see what Michigan wants to do. But all three of them are talented running backs in the 2026 class, so you could say it is a good problem to have. Now, the coaching staff was also in the state of Florida, as Sharon Moore did check up and check in with Brody Jennings, the 2026 cornerback commit. Lamar Morgan also recently saw him when he stopped by earlier in the month of January. Sharon Moore also stopped to see the 2026 4-star top 100 edge Jake Cruel from IMG Academy in the state of Florida. Defensive line coach Lou Esposito also visited the 2026 4-star defensive lineman James Johnson from North Fort Myers High School in the state of Florida, and he also visited the 2026 4-star defensive lineman Kendall Guerville, also from Fort Myers, Florida. He goes to Fort Myers High School though. And Grant Newsome also saw the 2026 4-star interior offensive lineman Cannon Pickett from Tampa Bay Tech High School in the state of Florida. He also stopped in the state of North Carolina to see offensive lineman Leo Delaney, as he recently made an in-home visit there as well. So the whole entire coaching staff has been working hard out on the road recruiting, and they especially are going after the big targets like Savion Hyder. But they've also, all the coaches together have come together and visited big time targets, and that has made a big impression on a lot of recruits. So this whole coaching staff is putting in the work. You'll love to see it. But I also wanted to talk about quarterback recruiting in the 2027 elite quarterback Trae Taylor, that Michigan is going after, a big target there for the Wolverines. We've also talked about Ryder Lyons, a 5-star quarterback in the 2026 class, but Michigan's also going after Trae Taylor, and he has visited Michigan a ton already. But I did tell 24/7 Sports Brian Doan that I would say I talked to Nebraska and maybe Michigan the most as well. He said I can count it on more than 2 hands of how many times he has visited campus. He said they are getting the people they need to be able to throw the ball more. Also, they have an amazing receiver corps coming in next year. And he said there is just a different connection with the type of coach he is, talking about Coach Sharon Moore. And he also does like Chip Lindsey, Michigan's new offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, as they're building a good relationship. But he does say that contact with Nebraska and Michigan is more than others. So big news there. Michigan quarterback recruiting, like I've talked about, it is looking bright with both Trae Taylor, Ryder Lyons, the 5-star in the 2026 class. Chip Lindsey has been, trying to build a great relationship with him. So it's looking good for the Wolverines. Then also wanted to mention that former Michigan wide receiver Ronnie Bell joins the Detroit Lions as he was waived by the San Francisco 49ers in late November, but he has signed a reserve/future contract with the Detroit Lions as he will be entering his third year in the pros. So that's pretty cool. Just wanted to mention that a former Michigan Wolverine has found a new home with the Detroit Lions, and who knows, maybe he can make a name for himself with the Detroit Lions. But with that, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. Again, shout out to BetUS. Go ahead, check them out at betus.com. And other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.